I am not here to promise you anything but the truth. I am only here to show the door and how deep the rabbit hole goes. Imagine questioning your very ideas, your values and beliefs. What if these ideas and everything you believed was a construct from birth? What is your very existence is coherently following a structure and system for a system designed keep you ignorant, a system that seeks ultimate control of everything, no matter your age. Imagine these ideas are not your ideas, but ones that have been imprinted into your subconscious mind. Would that mean your thoughts and everything you know is not actually yours? What if I told you everything you know about your life, your freedom and your choices is a lie? That every decision you think you're making is nothing more than a script written for you by an invisible hand? This isn't paranoia, this is the system. A system that has existed before you and I were born that subjugates us to rules and a framework that we exist in. But where did it all start?
The whole point of the human race and the human mind in itself is evolution. Whether it's evolution spiritually, physically, period, evolution. The purpose from birth is creation. That's all humans do. Everything around you was created. You were created. That table over there created, this chair created, this mic created, that camera created, that hat created. The whole point of the human race in itself is creation. Before now, when there was at least ideally the belief of two human beings on earth, everything after that was a creation in itself. The whole point is evolution and creation. If you're not evolving, you're doing something wrong. So anything that takes away the power of your mind is keeping you still and delaying your evolution. The whole point of life is evolution. Study your laws of the universe. The law of attraction, the law of abundance, the law of equivalent exchange. Study your laws, the laws of cause and effect, the karmic cycle. Study your laws. Dwell into your mind, meditate. Understand that you can alter your realms by your train of thought. The minute you slow down your thought, you're able to leave your body through astral projection. You're only enslaved if you can't control your mind. So while you can and while you don't have the whole world against you, or you don't have a lot of worries, worry on freeing your mind from this realm. When you can free your mind from this realm, everything is but a thought. And if you can't free your mind, then you're a slave to this realm. The whole goal is you live and then you die. You can die plenty times while you're alive. The ideal physical death is completion. You served your purpose and then you went. There really is no rest for the wicked at all. I can't astral project, so I'm gonna teach everybody else to do it, to free their minds and their souls. Or I'm gonna at least, if this is what you wanna dwell in, which I don't wanna dwell in, I'm gonna teach you how to at least be happy or create while you're here. But for those of you that seek out power, follow me. That's what I want them to know.
It's all about, explain it.
Okay, the honeymoon effect is this. This is the whole story of the Matrix. Matrix, you've been programmed. Oh, we're going to take a red pill and get out of the program, okay? Falling in love is the equivalent of taking the red pill biologically. Scientists have studied what is called mind wandering. I said, what is mind wandering? I said, well, your conscious mind could be focused on a task, or your conscious mind could go off into think about things, okay? And the relevance about that is when the conscious mind is staying in the front, you're in absolute control, wishes, desires, what you want, conscious mind, creative, you're in control. But the moment your conscious mind takes off into a thought or starts thinking or whatever going on, it lets go of the wheel, the autopilot takes over, okay? So the idea is this: if your mind is wandering, then you're being run by the subconscious. And it turns out this is very negative. When your mind is straightforward in consciousness, you're controlling the vehicle. So I say, falling in love has been demonstrated biologically to be equivalent to the red pill, because what it does is it keeps you, what do they call, mindful, keeps you conscious. Look, you've been looking for this partner your whole life. They're now in front of your face. This is not the time to go thinking about things. It's time to be, oh, look what I got right here in front of me. And I say, well, think about it this way. Your life could suck every day, every day, every day, every day. And then you meet this person, and 24 hours later, it's heaven on earth. 24 hours later, oh my God, I'm so in love, you know. Even the job's not so bad anymore, and the food tastes great, and the music is so much better, and love and love and love. I go, what the heck happened? You had all of this negative, and then in 24 hours, you have this heaven on earth. And the answer was, it was taking the red pill. That's what falling in love is. At that moment, you stop playing the program. Now you're operating from conscious mind, which is creative, which by definition is wishes and desires. Brian, what the heck do you want from your life? If you answer that question, it's a creative answer, and by definition, it's conscious. So your wishes and desires are in your conscious mind. In a normal person's life, 5% of the day, you're moving toward that. 95% you're playing the program. You fall in love, 100, it was actually 90%, I think is the number, 90% from conscious mind. 90% of the day you are now operating from creative wishes and desires. I go, look, I said your life sucked all the way up, and then 24 hours of operating on wishes and desires and not playing the program turned earth into heaven for you at that moment. And then you go, well, how come the honeymoon doesn't last? I go, because inevitably you still have to think about things, your job, your chores, your requirements, what you have to do. And at some point, once you start thinking, then the conscious mind is shut off.
Think of your mind as a garden. Picture the flowers, the trees, and the vibrant beauty before you. It's breathtaking, isn't it? But for that stunning garden to exist, there's an entire process that brought it to life. A process of planting seeds, watering them, and patiently nurturing them until they transformed into what you now see. Now let's take that same concept and apply it to your thoughts, values, and beliefs. These are the flowers in the garden of your mind. But how did those flowers come to be? What was the journey from seed to bloom? To understand this, we need to look deeper, beneath the surface. Imagine the seed's journey underground. Beneath the soil lies an unseen world where transformation happens. The soil, with its nutrients and hidden processes, is like your subconscious mind. You don't see it, but it's working constantly. Here's the remarkable part. You didn't have to dig underground and manually transform that seed into a sprout. Nature handled it. The soil, governed by universal laws, instinctively knew what to do. It supported the seed, helping it germinate and grow without your direct involvement. Your subconscious mind operates the same way. Thoughts and ideas are like seeds planted in your mind, sometimes intentionally, but often without your awareness. Once planted, your subconscious begins to nurture them, helping them grow into flowers, or in some cases, trees with deep, unshakable roots. And the most powerful ideas? They're the ones that grow into mighty trees, shaping your beliefs and your world. Your thoughts are the essence of either freedom or slavery. The beliefs you hold about the world and how you perceive it will shape the way you live within it. This construct is built from your experiences and the ideas you've been conditioned to accept as truth. If you believe you're only meant to exist and not thrive, you are no different from someone trapped in a prison. They exist but cannot envision anything beyond their confinement because that is all they know. When this happens, you become stuck in a loop, or what I like to call a roundabout. You're moving but going nowhere. Your conscious mind feels safe and comfortable in the familiarity of routine. Yet deep down, your subconscious mind grows restless. It yearns to break free, to take a different path. Why? Because the very essence of humanity is evolution, physical, spiritual, and mental growth. The Judeo-Christian scriptures describe humans as having three essential parts: body, soul, and spirit. But what if I told you that in today's society, particularly over the past 15 years, these vital aspects are being deliberately targeted to decline? The reason? To lower your power and keep you subdued. Your spirit thrives on its connection to the source, God. But how much spirituality do we see today? Look around, do you not notice how lost people are in modern society? What was once considered wrong is now celebrated as right, and vice versa. We are in the midst of a spiritual war. Your body, the temple, and the vessel you navigate life with is the gateway to elevating your vibrations and bending your reality. Yet what happens when the body is consumed by overindulgence, addictions to sugar, drugs, and dopamine? Isn't this the reality we face today? Obesity is rampant, mental health issues are a global pandemic, and chemical imbalances plague society. If the body is in this state, how can the mind, built upon this foundation, stand strong? What we see is imbalance, a distortion of harmony within the human experience. This imbalance hasn't been imposed forcefully by the Matrix. Instead, it has been crafted so subtly and efficiently that it hovers over you, always within arm's reach. This is the principle of the law of ease. What is easy to do is also easy not to do. It's easy to binge watch Netflix, but stepping away to meditate in silence, that feels like a struggle. The Matrix thrives on your weaknesses, your desires, addictions, and imbalances. It banks on them. In fact, billions of dollars are spent every year to ensure that this status quo remains intact. Why? Because you are the cogs and wheels that keep their system turning. Your imbalances fuel their profits, and they don't want you to stop. They can't afford for you to break free. This is why we must awaken together and build a collective awareness. 2025 is the year of the paradigm shift, a time to reclaim our power and rise above the noise. Join me as this journey unfolds. Together, we will challenge the status quo and forge a path to true freedom. My name is Just Kong, and this is just the beginning.